Hello and welcome to Club 6, Episode 2 of the Pentagon Challenge on FM24. I'm Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, 2 games for you. I'm going to show you the game in the AFC Champions League East playoff against Port, and then I'll show you the away game in J1 League against Sanfrecce Hiroshima. So let's get straight into it, and the team to face Port is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face Port in the Champions League, and it is Sava in goal, back four of Chano, Kouassi, Kusumoto and Yoshinaga, Oba behind Uno and Suzuki in midfield, Ugachukwu on the left, Sasaki on the right, Takasaki up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants me to say we're favourites for a reason and they should make sure that our opponents are left in no doubt as to why. Completely agree. We absolutely should win it, so we'll pump the fists, go with that, and let's get out there and win the match. So let's get it underway. As always, first 10 minutes we'll see how things go and we will respond accordingly. We've got the first highlight. It is Ugachukwu with a left-footed in-swinging corner. Header away. Suzuki's ball in. And Takasaki heads us into the lead with just 2 minutes on the watch. And it is Nagoya Grampus 1, Port 0. So perfect start. Now we need to build on that. It is only a one-leg match, so we don't need to worry about away goals or keeping it tight for the second leg or anything like that. It is a one and done. So let's get the win and get through to the next round. It is Takasaki, and the header from Chano is over the top. Highlight comes to an end. We're approaching the half-hour mark rapidly. We've got another corner. Takasaki's ball in. Header away. Chano. Back to Takasaki. His cross. Headed away. Sasaki. Plays it back to Yoshinaga. It's now Kusumoto to Oba. Out to the left for Chano. Oba. Back to Kouassi, Chano to Oba, Ugachukwu to Chano, Oba to Chano again. It's back with Kouassi. We're playing it around beautifully, and that's finally opened it up onto the right hand side. The pullback, and they've got it clear, and the highlight comes to an end. That was a really good piece of attacking play that really deserved more than it got. But we'll keep going and look for another opportunity. Ugachukwu isn't having a great game, so I'm thinking he's probably coming off at half time. As Boomkeng plays it forward, but Kusumoto is there to cut it off. Finds Chano. Uno into Ugachukwu. Uno to Suzuki, who's given the ball away. And suddenly Port are on the attack, but Kusumoto cuts out the through ball, finds Suzuki, Sasaki to Yoshinaga, Sasaki to Oba, and now Yoshinaga, infield but given away, and they're in. Logarit puts it in the back of the net for Port, and it is Nagoya Grampus 1, Port 1. And we have thrown away the advantage. So let's demand more and get ourselves back in the lead again. Ugachukwu definitely is coming off at half time. And there is the half time whistle. So into the dressing room. Not happy. So Ugachukwu off, Sataki on, and I'm going to take Suzuki off and bring on Okamoto, and also Sasaki, and we'll bring on Taguchi, and let's go. Second half underway. And hopefully we can get that early second half goal, settle one or two players' nerves down, and we can go through to the next stage of the Champions League. And it is coming up to the hour mark. Still no breakthrough in the second half, and not even a highlight yet. Yoshinaga's picked up an injury, so he's going to have to come off, and Shugio will come on. He's also carrying a knock, but is much fitter. And the final change is going to be Uno for Asanuma. And we've got just under 15 minutes to go. I'm going to have to go attacking and demand more. And it is Shugio. Gets it back, finds Oba to Asanuma. And Kawase to Chano. Chano again. And the shot is chipped over from Okamoto. And Port have a goal kick, but the highlight comes to an end. Hansen with that goal kick, and we've regained possession but then given it away. They've launched a long bomb of a ball forward, which Kusamoto has picked up, finds Oba, and we can build from here. Asanuma plays it out to the right for Shugio. Shugio crosses it in. The shot comes back off the post. And Oba's guilty of a foul, and the highlight comes to an end. With no more substitutions left, Oba's absolutely shattered, and it's gone to extra time. So, not happy. And we need to hope that there is an additional substitution available. And if there is, it needs to be Chano that comes off, and Hirao to come on, and there is, thankfully. So into the second half, and hopefully we can find a breakthrough. I'm going to stay on attacking. We're absolutely going for it. We're going to berate the lads for a really poor performance so far, as the halftime whistle is approaching rapidly. Shugio's throw in to Okamoto. Now Taguchi into the area, and we've won a penalty. And it's going to be Sataki to take it. Can he give us the lead back? No, he's missed it. And it's out for a corner, which Sataki will take. Into the box, it's very low. Cleared away, Kawase to Taguchi, and he shoots. Hansen with the save. So we've got a corner now on the other side. It's a Sataki outswinger. And this will be the last act of the first half of extra time. Gone out for a throw-in, and that is the half-time whistle. So let's get into the dressing. In fact, we don't get a team talk because there's no actual half-time. We'll demand more. No more substitutions available. Sataki's had a complete nightmare on the left wing since he came on. But we're still in the game. Shugio on the right. Plays it into Okamoto. To Asanuma. Sataki and Hansen with the save. But it was offside anyway. And we are hopefully in the ascendancy. But we need to make sure we don't concede. We need a goal though, if we're going to avoid penalties. We haven't managed to do that. It has gone to penalties. So let's decide who's going to take them. Leading penalty takers first. In fact, we haven't got anybody who's really good at penalties. So let's do our best finishers. So we're going to look at Takasaki, Taguchi and Satake. And then our 2 most composed players. So Satake's already taking one. So is Takasaki. Let's get Oba to take one. And Sava, the goalkeeper, is going to be the 5th penalty taker. So let's get into the penalties. Relax, pick your spot, don't change your mind. And let's go. So it is lower butt up first for Port. Sava in goal. Goes the wrong way. Port lead 1-0. Now Takasaki steps up. Our number 9. Can he give us the lead? No, he's missed. Now Ratniom for Port. And the chance to give them a 2-0 lead. Which he does. Keeper's gone the right way but hasn't got there. Taguchi steps up. He absolutely needs to score. And he does. Slams it into the roof of the net. 2-1. Now Kongthep for Port. Scores. They lead 3-1. So another must-score penalty for Satake. He hasn't scored either. So it's 3-1 with 2 penalties left each. And Port have this to win it. So we need a hero. And it needs to be Sava. So Kamon Ratnakun has given them the win. And that is our Champions League journey over before it's even really begun. So I'll be back with the second match of today's episode in just a moment. Okay, well, before we play the second match of today's episode, the transfer window has just closed, and I've realised I didn't actually introduce you to Michael Ugachukwu, who joined during the transfer window. You've seen him play, but you've not actually met him yet. So let's start by introducing you to him. And as you can see, there are 2 more signings that we're going to introduce you to. As you can see, he is a 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential, 27-year-old left winger in the prime of his life. He's not had a fantastic start to life here, but I'm reasonably optimistic that once he's settled in, he's going to be an absolute superstar. And I've just made 2 further signings in the last couple of days. Ihor Hladki, I've been after him for a while, and I've got my man. He is a striker, 3.5 stars of ability, 4 stars of potential. He's 23, so a little bit younger and still a little bit more room for development. And as you can see, worth a lot more than I've paid for him. So really pleased to get him in. And finally, a loan signing, which is Agnario from America Mineiro. He is a goalkeeper because we currently only had 1 goalkeeper in the squad. So we've now got 2, and he is going to be our backup keeper for the remainder of the season to first choice Razvan Sava. I will give him plenty of game time, so you will get to see him. And that concludes the transfer business. So I'll be back in a moment to show you the team for the second game of today's episode. Okay, here is the team to face Sanfrecce Hiroshima, and it is Sava in goal, back 4 Chano, Kouassi, Aorubai and Kusamoto, Richards behind Uno and Suzuki in midfield, Ugachukwu on the left, Sasaki on the right, Takasaki up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant manager wants the players to get the media off their backs. I'm going to disagree with that. We're favourites and we should be winning the game. So let's go out there and say that. And let's get into the match. So as always, first 10 minutes, we'll see how it goes. As you can see, Sanfrecce Hiroshima just in the position above the relegation zone, although they are 8 points clear of it. Ugachukru's corner, header up in the air. Tanabe heads clear, but Ugachukwu retrieves. Plays it to the left-hand side for Chano. Into the middle, and Ugachukwu absolutely slams that into the roof of the net. It is Sanfrecce Hiroshima 0, Nagoya Grampus 1. We've played 8 minutes. And I think that takes us to 46 points. It does. So Rompo Ithong, and now it's cleared, but Kusamoto is on the end of it. And Sava finds Kouassi to Uno into Ugachukwu. Back to Kouassi again. Square ball finds Al Rubai. Into midfield for Suzuki. And they've got in the way and intercepted it. It's back with their keeper. And now Luque plays it into midfield. Loose ball. But Tanabe picks it up and then gives it away. We're on the attack again. Takasaki, I think, is offside. He is. And the highlight comes to an end. So we really do need to make the most of these opportunities. They haven't had a shot yet. We've had 8. And yet it's still 0-0. So we need to be scoring from one of these chances. And there we go. Headed wide. It's still 1-0. And although we're leading, we're vulnerable to a Sanfrecce Hiroshima equaliser. As Rompo launches it forward. It's given away. Sato to Suzuki. Fushima and now Morinushi, Takahashi, and it's allowed to run to Saito. Saito crosses, and what did I say? Katsuki Wada puts the ball in the back of the net, and it's Sanfrecce Hiroshima 1, Nagoya Grampus 1. They've got their equaliser, so we need to demand more and go again. And Sasaki and Takasaki are going to be the two to come off at half time. So far from pleased. Sasaki for Kobayashi or Taguchi. Taguchi, I think. And then Takasaki for Kobayashi or Arita. No, Kobayashi. And in fact, let's get Yoshinaga on at right back as well. 3 changes then. Out for the second half. We're going attacking. We're demanding more. We absolutely should be winning this game. Now Luque with the throw in for our opponents. Gets it back. Feeds Takahashi. Sato is in. And he's dinked it over the keeper. Saito makes it Sanfrecce Hiroshima 2. Nagoya Grampus 1. And that was not in the script. Demand more. And now we need to look at where it's going wrong. Uno shoots. And the keeper's made a wonderful save. So we've got a corner which Ugachukwu will take. Into the box. Header away. And the highlight comes to an end. It hasn't gone well today. And there is definitely a lot of work to be done. Sava is not covering himself in glory. Kouassi needs to come off. We'll bring on Oba as Taguchi comes forward on the left-hand side. Cuts inside, finds... I'm not even sure who that was, but it came back off the post and the highlight comes to an end. Right, let's demand more again. And it is Chano with the throw-in into Uno. Chano to Richards. Richards into Ugachukwu, who is beaten to it. Oba to Chano. Uno. Down the line for Chano. Into the box. Kobayashi can't hit the target. And the highlight comes to an end. Now, Suzuki, I think you need to come off probably. Although, actually, I'm going to go with Uno. And we'll bring on Arita. He's out of position, but never mind. As Chano picks up the loose ball. Still trailing 2-1. Now, Oba into Richards. Suzuki to Uno. Ugachukwu into Kobayashi. Finds the back of the net. But has he mistimed his run? No, he hasn't. It is 2-2. And now we can hopefully go on and grab a winning goal. Into the last 15 minutes. Demand more. We should be winning, so I feel confident in demanding more. Yoshinaga to Suzuki. Yoshinaga. Richards to Taguchi. Yoshinaga's cross. And Michael Ogachukwu heads it into the back of the net, and it is Sanfrecce Hiroshima 2, Nagoya Grampus 3. We've turned it around. So we'll go back to positive. We've got 10 minutes to hold on. And it is Yoshinaga with the throw-in. Al-Rubai to Oba. Into Arita. Finds Chano. Ugachukwu crosses. And the shot is well wide. And it's out for a goal kick. We've got 5 minutes to go. Players are absolutely shattered. But we have a corner. Ugachukwu's ball in. Header is up and over the crossbar from Al-Rubai. And now we've just got the 3 minutes of added time to survive. And that's the full-time whistle. So it finishes Sanfrecce Hiroshima 2, Nagoya Grampus 3. I'll be back in a moment to show you the J1 League table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, let's take a look at the league table then. And as you can see, we are in 9th place with 30 matches played. We've won 12, drawn 10, and lost 8 of our matches so far. 46 points, 11 off the top 4 qualification spots. And therefore, very little chance we'll close that gap with only 8 games of the season to go. With that in mind, let's tell you when we're going to come back. And I think what we'll do is go all the way through to the end of the season. And I'll show you the final 2 games. Away to Tokyo Verdy and at home to Cerezo Osaka. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.